Hi ladies and gentlemen, Sean Davies, ColoradoReinsman. We're going to do a real quick update with Miss Shiloh. And as you've watched their progression from the first couple videos, and you've seen pretty much how wild she can be, how fairly uninterested, being handled she was. You know, I had to go back to zero with her after the first time I got that lead rope on. You saw that next video, you know, when I got my neck rope on her and got the lead hooked back up. And she dragged the lead around for a day or so, and then she actually got it off somehow. I don't know how. She must have shaken her head just right and gotten the snap undone. So what I did then was just come back in, and she let me hook her right back up. So she's starting to really show a little interest in being handled and kind of that interaction. So I'm going to come over here and just see where we can get real quick. Yes, ma'am, I know. If she goes away, fine. Now what she does, see, we've kind of got this down to a science. She tends to go into her pen and head me up, face me up now. But I'm going to come over here, pet her. And that was not what I wanted, so I'm going to drive her back in here. Get her to face me up right there. Good girl. And come back in and pet her. You see, now she doesn't flip that butt around when she gets in her little safe spot right here. Yes, ma'am. So she's kind of started to accept me touching her, rubbing her. I can even touch that halter a little bit. Good girl. Good girl. I know. See, I can even touch that halter a little bit now, rub her, and say, good girl. Now I'd like to get my snap on without her running off. I know. So there, I've got her hooked up. Now I'm going to ask her to come with me. Now just last week, this horse was rearing up, trying to break my boards, stuff like that. And now I'm getting 4, 5, 6 steps at a time and being able to approach her without her fighting me and running off. So this is a huge, huge change for this horse. And I'm really enjoying all the interaction on YouTube from folks who are watching her and going, oh my goodness, you know, is she ever going to show interest in affection? Well, she actually is. She actually is starting to show affection. She comes up to the gate now. Now she'd like to stay right over there because we got, you know, the camera at the gate, and she's pulling on me. So I'm going to say, hey, get off that pull and come with me. Now right here we're in a little tugging match. So there, I gave to her, she gave to me. Now she's pulling on me. I'm not going to give off the pressure. Not going to give off the pressure until right there. Good girl. And ask her to come with me just a step or two. Good girl. Very soon I'm going to be opening up that gate and getting her out of here. And it's going to get kind of ugly because I have a feeling she's going to take off. But we're going to close the gates to the entryways here just to make sure she does pull out of my hands, that she'll be contained. I'd like to get her in the arena, or better yet, the round pen, and get some work going. But this is really, you know, this is starting to happen. So I'm going to ask her with the lightest of pressure to come my way. Right there. That was beautiful. So those are things that she's learning. Now one other thing she's learning is I've done this once. Let's hope she doesn't embarrass me. I'm going to say, good girl. Good girl. ladies and gentlemen, is a sign that she's starting to trust. There's a horse that won't give up her feet. She's not anywhere near trusting. So, I've gotten that 1 foot up. So this horse is starting to show me some little trust. I'm going to rub that joint right there and ask that foot to come up. Good girl. I'll tell you what, she needs a trim pretty good, and I'm going to have to get her where she gives me those legs. I'm going to ask her to come with me just a hair. She went, no. So, I'll put some pressure. Put a little pressure, and let go. Good girl. Walk off. Let that rope slide between my hands. See if she'll walk with me. Good girl. There we go. All right. So this isn't very exciting stuff for most people, but it's pretty exciting for me and this horse. And you're going to start seeing her just start giving more and more. Where's a baby? Who's a baby? This little movement right here. Good girl. Good girl. Just let me get this arm over. This is a big thing. Very good. I'm tapping her. All right. So that's all we're going to do for this one. Good girl. So now, we don't have to go through that big rigmarole to get her caught. She's let me catch her now. She will let me lead. When I don't have somebody standing here and lots going on, she leads actually pretty good around this pen, but it's going to be a work in progress. Once I open that gate, a whole new world, so we'll see what happens. So that may be the next video, so stay tuned.